10 a.m. in Kabul's western neighbourhood known as PD5. Gunmen launch an assault on a training centre for the National Directorate of Security, Afghanistan's primary intelligence agency. Special forces, well versed in urban firefights, repel the attack. They form a cordon and move people out of range of the bullets. A short drive west from here, and not 24 hours prior, a different result. A suicide attack on an education centre killed at least 34 people. Most of the victims were students, teenagers, studying for university entrance exams. The force of the bomb blew the roof off their classroom.
Killing students is against all human dignity. People should never be this brutal in any part of the world. Those behind this action are worse than animals.
ISIL claimed responsibility. It capped off a particularly violent week within a particularly violent month for Afghanistan. The Taliban launched an attack on Ghazni 1 week ago. The city was under siege for 6 days. More than 400 people died in the fighting, a quarter of them Ghazni's residents. There were also multiple Taliban attacks on police and military outposts across the country. Dozens of Afghan soldiers and policemen were killed.
We want peace in our country. We cannot continue this bloodshed anymore. We demand from the government and government forces to stop the war and work towards peace and brotherhood.
The Afghan government appears to be listening. President Ashraf Ghani says he will not negotiate with ISIL, but there are talks of a ceasefire with the Taliban during the holiday of Eid next week. It would replicate an unprecedented ceasefire in June. This as negotiations continue between the US and Taliban for a long-term peace plan. But analysts say it may be the prospect of peace that is causing war.
Those hardline Taliban, those hardliners who believe in fighting rather than the political solution to the Afghan conflict. So they are making an effort, basically, in my view, to disrupt the whole process and create a situation where the government is in a difficult situation to announce the ceasefire.
The stakes are growing, whether that's a ceasefire with the Taliban or the eradication of ISIL. Those who remain say they're desperate for change. Charlotte Bellis, Al Jazeera.